Hello, welcome to a Valentine's Day live. I hope you all are well. Happy to be here. Happy Valentine's Day to my favorite gals. I'll say Galentine's Day. um, so tonight's theme is about love and specifically self love, what it means, what it is, and how we can instill more self love into our lives and in turn grow ourselves mentally, financially, spiritually, and most of all, physically. I have a video that discusses why I had to lose weight in order to love myself. And I'm going to link it in the chat. Let me just find it really quick. Love. Yes. I'm going to share this video inside the chat. Hi, Ankita. But this video talks about why I had to lose weight to love myself. And this kind of piggybacks on the last week's topic of femininity and weight loss. But before all that, I just want to let you all know that um, there's a Facebook group. If you're not part of the Facebook group, please feel free to join. It is about alternate day fasting, just in case any new members are not aware. Just have to do some house cleaning. Make sure you guys know all the amenities available to you. And yeah, join the alternate day fasting group. I'm not super duper active in it, but there's pretty much 9,000 people that are in the group sharing their ups, downs, pits, peaks, trials and tribulations, success stories, and then some. I'm just blown away, always blown away by the transformations that's taking place mentally, physically, through the help of the long-term fasting. So please feel free to join. I will also leave a link for that inside of the chat. And happy Valentine's Day to you, Ankita. Who else is here? Oh, see, I got my red nails. Nails are red, ready. I haven't been this bold in a minute. So, like, I've been pink and like French nails for a while. So I figured, like, Valentine's Day, let's go hot red, hot neon red, glossy. Um, I'm a hygiene girl at heart. I would love to know what your scent is of the day. Like if you have a special scent today, let me know in the comments like what your scent of the day is. I'm curious, just curious. Happy Valentine's Day, my Colleen, my inspiration and motivation behind those extra pounds. Happy V-Day, ladies. Happy V-Day, Annie. Um, I'm so happy to hear that, Ankita. You guys are my inspiration to do a lot of things in life. I will say that. You have no idea how much you inspire me as well. So I guess we can go right into it. Let's talk about self love, what it is, what it means to me, and how we can instill more of it into our lives to become the best us. Because honestly, there's no such thing, okay? There's no such thing as changing or transforming your life for the better. Let's make that distinction. For the better until you learn to love yourself. It'll never happen. Because once you start loving yourself, right? Before anybody else can fill your cup, before you can love your children right, before you seek a husband, I know it's cliche. Believe me, I know it's cliche. You have to love yourself first. And it's not easy. I want you to know, just like alternate day fasting, it sounds simple. Hey, don't eat for one day and then eat the next. It sounds simple. Just love yourself. But it's not easy. And I don't want anybody to hear just love yourself as a throwaway comment because I think that's where the phrase gets disrespected because it's such a cliche phrase. Just love yourself. Why are you making such poor choices? Just love yourself. Just love yourself. Just love yourself. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm supposed to erase years, maybe even decades of low self worth, low self esteem, trauma, sexual abuse, sexual trauma, abandonment. Just love myself. Okay, thanks, Tommy. Great idea. All right. I want you all to understand that self love is a journey, just like weight loss. Self love is transformative from the rooter to the tutor because once you start believing that you deserve, period, once you deserve good, you move in that path. When I decided to lose weight back in April 2021, I was going through an entire transformation. An entire transformation. I was working my tail off, doing my best to get my degree, okay, which I've never stopped working on that goal. Even if I've been in school for 15, 28 years, I'm going to get my bachelor's degree one way or another. I don't care. One day. I was working hard on being a mom, being a good partner at that time to my 8-year boyfriend, 8-year boyfriend. And a lot of things were happening that made me feel like this can't be life because I felt hollow on the inside. And when you feel hollow on the inside, when there's a hollowness in you, it doesn't go away. Here's what hollowness usually equates to. Hollowness usually equates to numbing or changing. I remember back in 2021, even before that, back in 2020, I was smoking weed. I was smoking weed and I was drinking alcohol all times of the day. I did have respect and drank after 12 p.m., but I was using narcotics and alcohol to numb myself. I didn't like how I looked. I didn't like how I was living. I didn't like who I was with. I didn't like where I was dependent. I was financially dependent on a man that I didn't love and showed he didn't love me. I was stressed out. I was laid off. I felt really hollow. And I went to drugs. Okay. And that was in New York City. Fast forward to me and my family, my partner and I, my 2 kids, we moved out of New York City, right? At the end of 2020 during COVID time. We moved to upstate New York, Orange County. It's technically upstate to me, but Hudson Valley. I moved to Hudson Valley, New York. Mountainous, gorgeous land right off the Hudson River. Literally, it travels from Canada to the Atlantic Ocean. Gorgeous scenery, a different pace of life. Nature, deers, skunks and chipmunks scurrying around. And then suddenly, when I changed my environment, I started feeling better. I felt like things felt more hopeful, right? I was still turning to drugs at that time, but I felt a little hopeful. I didn't feel secluded to a 2-bedroom apartment in Brooklyn, infested with rats and water bugs, We had a home, we had a backyard, and we had a gorgeous view of the Hudson at that time when I was living with my ex upstate. It was during that time that I was like, okay, it is time to start loving myself again. Because I had this super motivation. If I finish this degree and get a dream job, then I can move out. I won't have to be in this hollow relationship anymore. I won't have to be with this man anymore. All I wanted to do was get out so I could escape this hollowness. Okay. And I don't blame him. It was me because I should have never been with him in the first place. You understand? You know, when you shouldn't have been there in the first place, you have nobody else to blame but yourself because you knew better. I knew better. I knew since month 3 I wasn't supposed to be with this man. Fast forward 8 years and 2 kids later, I was drugging myself to stay alive, honestly. But I had always loved health. I've always loved health, which my mother instilled in me at age 11. She'd always instilled health in me. And because I'm a very active, energetic, motivational person, I've always loved fitness. I loved moving, all of these things. I had never stopped my journey to lose weight because at that time in 2021, I was 242 pounds, unhappy, swollen knees, swollen ankles. And I was like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. How big am I going to get? How big am I really? When is this going to stop? It was also during that time where I started my feminine journey. I started my feminine journey in 2018, but got pregnant, kind of fell off of it, and reinstilled it after my child was born. But being feminine to me means looking the part. Of course, there's way more to femininity than looking the part because there's feminine men, okay? And when I say men, I mean like women that are masquerading as feminine and are the opposite. They curse, they fight, they're aggressive. There's feminine looking men, okay? That feminine journey inspired me to look better, do better, love myself, know my self value. I started putting standards and boundaries in place with all my loved ones. And I decided I'm going to find a way to finally lose this weight and I'm not going back. And research led me to alternate day fasting. Research led me to alternate day fasting. And it was history since then. Okay. I had lost over 65 pounds. And the confidence is just through the roof. Okay. This journey essentially started with femininity, led into looking for financial independence. But it all started from me wanting to do better for myself. And wanting to do better for yourself is a form of self love. Don't ever underestimate you wanting to do something better for yourself as anything less than a form of self love. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing I want you to understand. You can't just talk about it. You cannot just talk about it, y'all. Ankita, Annie, tell me if you know anybody that are ideas for days, talk for days, have all these plans for days and no follow through. Let me know if you know anyone like that. I know a couple people like that. They feel like they could impress someone with this. But where's the action? I don't want you all, right, So many. There's so many people because you know what? Here's what they think. They think talking about it is almost the same as being about it. Yeah, I'm going into the master's program and I can't wait. I'm gonna graduate in 2.3 years and I'm gonna be walking down, I'm gonna be making more money. All this talking, they haven't even hit the enroll button yet. But they got plans and actions and ideas for days. You have to be about the action. And that's the power of actually moving in silence. Just wake up and surprise people. Wait. Did did you just lose like 80 pounds? Like, why do you look so skinny all of a sudden? Don't talk to anybody about what you're doing. Just move. Just move. That's self-love. The action, the thought is great. The thought is beautiful. And I love when people are thinking about improving. But don't be fooled because here's a scenario. Here's a scenario, just an example. Say a man you love hits you, and he's like, baby, I'm so sorry. I will never do that again. 3 weeks later, he hits you again, right? Now, what are we believing? Are we believing the words? Or are we believing the actions? If a person is showing you the actions, whether they match or counteract the talk, it should tell you how to move. Okay? So don't get caught up in the talk, do the action. That is self love. All right? If he hits you and you're like, you will never hit me again and get away with it, and he hits you again and gets away with it, he's moving off of your actions. He's going to say, oh, she don't love herself. She don't love herself because she's letting me get away with murder. Okay? That's why action is way more important than chat. Don't fall for the chat. Don't be the chat. The only person you should be chatting to is yourself and how you're going to plan your next move. Okay? That's self love. Definitely know someone I've been like that at times. The talk gives us the false feeling of being without the doing. I know, sweetie. I know. Let's talk about self love. What is self love? Self love is defined as the act of caring for and being kind to oneself. It involves cultivating a positive and accepting attitude toward oneself, treating oneself with respect and compassion, and recognizing one's own worth and value as a human being. Because as a human, we lend so much to society. That's why if somebody is taken away from earth, there's an impact because each one of us lends something to society, no matter how big or small. We are impacting society just by being here. So, my goal as God's creation here on earth is to be my impact and then impact others for the best. There's people that'll impact you for the worst and be negative, a negative force in your life. And we're going to talk more about how to treat yourself with more self love. Beware of those negative influences. They are toxic and will ruin whatever journey, whether it be weight loss, self improvement, elevation, they will ruin it purposely. Be careful. Self love is an essential aspect of personal growth and well being. When we love ourselves, we're more likely to make choices that are in alignment with our values and goals. Do you hear it? Let me read that again. I need you to absorb that. When we love ourselves, we are more likely to make choices that are in alignment with our values and goals. Set healthy boundaries in our relationships and take care of our physical, emotional, and mental health. This sounds delicious, doesn't it? I love this. Self-love is not about being self-absorbed or selfish, which is a common misconception. Common misconception. And there's a fine line between self-love and selfish. It's fine. Let's continue though. But rather about acknowledging and meeting our own needs so that we can fully show up in other lives and our lives from a place of abundance rather than depletion. I absolutely love that. I'm going to put this in the chat just so you can read it for yourself. This wonderful definition of self love. Oh, it's more than I could take. But I loved it so much. Let me put it. Just read it yourself because I thought that was too good. I'm so impressed by that definition. That's why I had to include it. Especially this sentence. Especially this sentence. When we love ourselves, we are more likely to make choices that are in alignment with our values and goals, set healthy boundaries in our relationships, and take care of our physical, emotional, and mental health. Amazing. Hmm. I'll just speak for now because my brain can't manage. I just want to put it down just so you guys could just, because I just feel it's so important. You have no idea how much self love contributes. Sorry for my shaky stand. How much self love contributes to self development, self growth, self evolution. Because none of it can take place if you don't believe you deserve and or can achieve it. Okay? So, once again, when we don't love ourselves, when we are not kind and compassionate and positive about us ourselves, our actions, our movements, we are less likely to make choices, decisions, goals that are in alignment with future us. And if you notice, here's I'll put it into this context. When I lost weight, which was probably the hardest thing I ever thought I was going to have to do because it seemed so unattainable to me losing weight because I had been battling excess weight since age 10. Age 10 is when I gained excess weight and had struggled, and I'm 33 now. When I finally was able to make the decision, decide, and go forth, and finally lost that amount of weight within a year's time, I felt like I can do anything. When you're able to do something that's hard, like truly challenging, and you overcome the obstacle, everything else seems like water under the bridge. It does. When I'm going to get to you, Ankita. When you're able to finally overcome something, such as like finishing school, starting the business, selling your first item, right? Losing the 10 pounds. Don't you feel like, oh my gosh, that wasn't so hard. I can do this? That's when the confidence grows. Confidence is a lot. Confidence gets you far. And that's why people like get slim quick schemes and get rich quick schemes, because when you get fast results, it keeps you motivated to keep going. Things that take a long time, you're putting in all this effort for a small payout, you're more likely to fall off. But the thing is, like, slow growth is more long term than fast. But the reason why get skinny fast schemes work is because they keep you they keep you motivated because you're seeing results immediately. So that will continue to drive you, continue to motivate you, and then you feel like, hey, I can do this. This isn't so bad. I can do this. Just fix this real quick. Let me read your comment really quick. Ankita. One question: how did you get through the hunger pangs, moments of intent on your fast? It happens to me 4 to 5 times a day during my fast. I'd love to hear what you did. So next week, I'm gonna do a fasting basics video. I feel like getting back to basics is a great like video for the channel, for the membership. I'm gonna do a back to basics video. Everything you need to know about the basics of alternate day fasting, that just one nice little neat video. And in the YouTube community tab for the membership, I'm going to ask you to put any questions you have down there. We could do FAQs as well. How I got through hunger pangs on fast day. 3 things I'll do. I'll tell you. I sipped ice water. Okay. I'm going to do that for you, Ankita. I sipped ice water. I exercised, because what exercise does is it regulates your blood sugar, and it's your blood sugar that's giving you cravings. So something like high intensity interval training or doing a light jog, something like that, good. 3, what was the third thing I did? 1, 2, 3. What was the third essential thing I did? I used to drink like hot water and or tea. Hot water, tea, and or coffee usually helped me. But I'll come up with more. This was just like on the spot. But sipping ice water, exercising helps a lot. If you can regulate your like your blood sugar through working out, super helpful. You realize like you just level out really quick. And then drinking something hot. Okay. So here are 11 ways to practice more self-love. All right. 11 things. Practice self-care. My channel, I focus on self-care because I enjoy taking care of myself. Taking care of myself brings me joy. And when I'm happy, I love myself a little bit more. It's not a cure. It's not a Band-Aid. It's just something that small amount of effort, relatively cheap, to bring you a bit more peace and happiness. Take care of your physical and emotional needs by engaging in activities that bring you joy, relaxation, and fulfillment. For me, I love my showers. Me taking showers is my favorite part of the day. It's my favorite part of the day because I don't have to look at an email. I don't have to edit. No one's calling me. No one's asking of anything. It's just me, myself, and I loving and caressing my body with wonderful smell goods I picked up from Marshall's. It's just a moment. And I feel like anytime we're in the bathroom, whether it's on the toilet or in the shower or brushing our teeth, it's just the bathroom is so wonderful because it's just our space. No one's allowed. No one's allowed, but it doesn't stop the kids from pushing in. But it's just your time. So I love practicing self care as a form of self love. Tell me what activities that bring you joy, relaxation, and fulfillment. Um, be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same kindness and compassion that you would offer a close friend. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to a child. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to your sister in need, someone who needs help. It's okay to talk to yourself. And I kind of labeled it as reparenting. And I always wanted to do a video on reparenting. It's basically training your brain to talk to yourself as if you were your own parent. And I do this. There are lots of times where I would say, Colleen, you're so damn dumb. Like in my brain, I would mess up and be like, Colleen, you're so dumb. Immediately, I'd catch myself and be like, Colleen, you're not dumb. It was just an honest mistake. Anyone could have made it. You didn't hurt yourself. Thank goodness. When I tell you it's immediate, I don't know how I train myself to do it, but I catch myself immediately. Before the negative thought even finishes in my brain, the parent in me is talking to my inner child. Colleen, it's fine. You didn't mean to do it. It was an accident. You can clean it up and move on, baby. When I tell you, when I tell y'all the power of reparenting yourself is a learned skill that will save you so much angst. It is a beautiful acquired skill, and I would recommend it to anybody. I would love to do a video on it on my main channel. But before the negative can even finish, the parent in me is talking to myself and giving myself compassion, being kind. And being kinder to yourself makes you seem more human because you are human. That's what humans do. They make mistakes, they're flawed, they're imperfect, but they're lovable. Never forget you are lovable. It doesn't have to be from that certain person. It doesn't have to be from your blood family. You create your own family, you create your own life, your own tribe, and those people will love you for who you are. If somebody doesn't like who you are, it's time to reassess. Practice gratitude, which is my favorite thing in the world. Gratitude is my favorite thing in the world. Take time each day to reflect on the things in your life that you are thankful for, including yourself. Gratitude has changed my life. Back in 2015 when I was pregnant with my first son, there is this book and it's called The Magic by Rhonda Byrne, the same creator as The Secret, the best-selling book about the law of attraction. She made a book called The Magic. The Magic is about the power of gratitude. I was recommended by a YouTuber. I took a shot in the dark, read the book, and I remember that summer, the old Colleen died, and the Colleen you know and enjoy today was born. The old Colleen died in 2015 after reading that book, and it's 30 practices of gratitude. And infusing gratitude in your life is the quickest way to manifest what you want because you're grateful. You're now grateful for what you have. And when you're grateful for what you have, I'm in this apartment. To me, this apartment is my Shangri-La. It's what I've always wanted. Sure, I could have a mega house and, you know, a backyard and 3 bedrooms and an office and an upstairs and a downstairs and an attic. Of course, I could have that. But because I'm so truly thankful to step foot in my home with my warm creature comforts, I will ultimately get the home of my dreams because I'm so thankful for what I have and where I am today. I will never stop thanking God for all He's brought me. And I want you to start having that kind of appreciation for where you are, what you have, everything you have in your life. Because God forbid any of it was ever taken away from you. That's when we start appreciating it and like when we took it for granted, you're so blessed. Imagine if you didn't lose that 5, 10, 15 pounds. You'd still be at point zero. You're over here worrying about 60, but you didn't appreciate the 15. Now, if you gain back the 15 and the pants were tight again, how would you feel? Start being thankful. It's a great way to build self-love because when you start being thankful, you start loving yourself more because you realize how whole you are already. Your legs work, you have perfect eyesight, you can chew, you have food, thank God. Wow, I am so blessed. Thank you. I love that for you. I would love that for you. Gratitude. I cannot, I, life changing, life changing. And I will, can I put the link to the book just in case you are interested, please? Honestly, like this book has 4.8. It's basically 5 star. 5 stars, 12 this 4.8 stars out of 5, and it has over 12,000 reviews. I'm going to leave the link. Mind you, this link is an affiliate link, if that's okay. If you want to shop through it, that's fine. I will make a small commission. I thought I'd let you know, transparency. And if not, I'll just put the name of the book, The Magic. The Magic. If you want your life to change and you're really serious about it, highly recommend. Highly recommend. I recommend it to anybody with ears. Number 4, take care of your physical health. Exercise regularly, eat nutritious food, get enough sleep. Taking care of your physical health is always going to be a way to show yourself self-love. But there's a mindset to it, okay? The mindset is, I am not doing a chore. I am not torturing myself. This is not punishment for eating too much, okay? The mindset should be, here's what the gratitude, I'm so grateful I have a body to move. I'm going to do this to better myself, to look how I want to stretch, to feel. I love myself, so I will treat myself to physical activity. I love weightlifting. I love heavy lifting. I grew my glutes, my buns, my thighs, calves because I'm a little lanky down there. And I enjoy it. Physical activity should be something you enjoy. If you don't like high intensity interval training, don't do it. If you don't like lifting weights, don't do it. If you like low impact workouts, do that. If you enjoy being outside, don't cancel the gym. Do stuff that align. I'm laughing because I think of all the people that do stuff that they hate and it makes no sense to me. There's way too much, there's so many options. If you don't like being solo, Join a group class. If you don't like group workouts, do it solo. People blow my mind and make life so much harder than it has to be. And I'm like, why don't you just follow your happy? If you don't like that, do that. Am I bugging? Let me know if I'm bugging. I know I'm not bugging, but um do the physical activity that makes you happy. Eat the food that you know will make you feel good. I'm still working through food issues, and I have a horrible habit of eating things that I know. Follow your happy. Follow your happy. I eat things that I know doesn't treat me right. Like ramen. God, I love ramen. Instant ramen. I love ramen so much. But it always makes me puffy. It always makes me puffy. And maybe even gives me heart palpitations. I'm not gonna lie to you. I shouldn't be eating ramen. I should probably be eating vegetables and a great protein source. Eat nutritious. On your feast days, eat the foods that will fuel you. 80-20, 80-20, 80% good, 20% a little naughty. Because life is life is life is life. Can't go through life having carrot sticks and peppers all day. No. We're realistic. That's why I always wanted to be a realistic journey. Eat nutritious food. Get sleep. I feel like this is probably our biggest battle in modern day society. Excuse me. Life is life is life is life. It's so hard to go to sleep nowadays, especially for me. I'm a night owl. I've been a night owl, but because I have an overnight job, it's really hard. Like after this live, I have to go right to sleep. Um, but getting sleep helps you make better decisions, have more clarity, less likely to make bad food choices. It regulates your hormones. You're not cranky, you're not moody, and you're replenishing yourself because growth happens. So if you're like weightlifting and you want buns and you're not properly sleeping, because growth occurs when you're sleeping, hitting full rapid eye movement sections of sleep, yeah, if you're not hitting that deep sleep, all that weightlifting is for naught. Take care of your physical health. And once you start treating your body right, like having a smoothie in the morning to me, I feel like I'm winning, okay? Especially when it's green. If I have a low carb lunch, I'm like, I had a salad today, go me. It's that little happiness that makes you feel like you're doing something right by yourself. And that compounds those small choices, whether you realize it or not, is compounding to make you a better you, a you that you're more proud of and that knows can make wise decisions. You don't have to succumb to your bad habits, your flawed traits, who you were. Now we're moving like who we want to be. Move like the you want to be. If the you want to be is 60 pounds lighter, what would me 60 pounds lighter do? She's not going to smoke. She's not going to rummage the fridge at 12 a.m. She's going to drink more water, maybe with some lemon in it. I like her. Yeah, I know who that is. That could be me. Oh yeah, she takes bike rides on sunny days. Okay. Let's let's act like future us. Let's start moving like the us we want to be. We deserve that, okay? Accept and embrace your imperfections. Recognize that no one is perfect, and that's okay. Embrace your unique qualities and traits and work to appreciate yourself for who you are. Once again, I said we're humans, we're flawed, imperfect beings. We're not supposed to be hitting all the milestones all at once. Somebody's 20-year-old highlights is not somebody's 30-year-old highlights, is not somebody's 40-year-old highlights. If you buy the house at 50, good on you. If you graduate at 19, awesome. Our timelines are different. And that's why comparison is truly the thief of joy. Because I see some people on Facebook in the Facebook group, like, how come so and so lost 12 pounds in a month and I barely lost two? Um, you lost two though. Yeah, it's not as fast as so and so, but if you stay in your own lane, you're like, yay, two. Is it something that we could work towards getting better at? Yeah. But if you know that you probably didn't do everything to lose more, don't go comparing yourself to so and so if you know that you weren't strict. You weren't abiding by all the ADF guidelines. You know you weren't hydrating. You know you did so and this and this and that and that. You're only cheating yourself. That's why so and so got this and you got that. All right. We're imperfect though, and we mess up. The great thing about it is our heads don't get chopped off if we do it. If we fall off the horse, we're always able to get back on. As long as you don't break your neck, you're always able to get back on. Don't lose the steam because you messed up here. Restart. And you don't even have to restart the next day. You can restart the next hour, the next meal. There's always a chance to do better. So don't beat yourself up. You just have to embrace who you are and accommodate for the you are. If you know that, hey, 36 hours is way too long for me, try 24. That's okay too. Self awareness gets you far. 6, I want you to celebrate your accomplishments. Increase your self love by celebrating your accomplishments. Keep track of your achievements and acknowledge them, no matter how small they may seem. Uh, Joel Osteen did an amazing sermon. And if you check out this video, um, please check out this video. Let me see if I can find it. It's my going to church. My going to church, get ready with me video. In the background, I have a wonderful sermon by Joel Osteen. And he talks about celebrating the small wins. And he told a story about Charles Barkley, who is a famous American basketball player, now retired, of course, and his mentor, who got him to be a great basketball player. The mentor told Charles Barkley, man, you have everything to become a great basketball player, all right? But man, you got to lose 10 pounds. Lose 10 pounds, and you're going to be great. You're going to be great. You're going to be great. Charles Barkley took that. I was like, all right. Took his little time, lost 10 pounds, came back to his mentor like, boom, I lost 10 pounds. How you like me now? He's like, all right, I see you, boy. Let's go out and celebrate. Yeah, you lost 10 pounds. I love it, baby. I see you. All right. The next day, he was like, all right, man, you lost them 10 pounds. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. All right. Now what we got to do? Let's go ahead and lose 10 pounds. 10 pounds. Let's lose 10 pounds. Charles Barkley was like, man, I just lost 10 pounds. You want me to lose another 10? He's like, you're going to be a great basketball player. It's going to be awesome. Charles Barkley runs off. He loses 10 pounds, come back to his mentor like, all right, man, I lost 20 pounds. I lost them 10 more pounds you asked me to do. This happens 6 more times. Charles Barkley eventually loses 80 pounds off his very tall frame and goes to the mentor and is like, man, why didn't you just tell me to lose 80 pounds? The mentor says, if I had told you to lose 80 pounds, do you know how caught up you would have been in that huge number? But look how we took our time. You lost 10 pounds at a time. We celebrated every 10. Every single 10 we celebrated because I was so proud of you for reaching 10 pounds. Each 10 pounds, I was celebrating you every time. And you lost 10 pounds 8 times. Which sounds more achievable? Losing 10 pounds 8 times or losing 80 pounds? Seriously, tell me, which one sounds more achievable? Losing 10 pounds 8 times or losing 80 pounds? The thing that worked the best between that mentor and Charles Barkley was that every 10 pounds was a celebration because you would beat yourself up if you did not acknowledge those wins on the way. Acknowledging, even if it's 5 pounds, the 10 pounds is such a big deal. That's 10 pounds. 10 pounds is a big deal. It makes a difference in your face. It makes a difference in your clothing. It makes a difference in how your jewelry fits. 10 pounds is a big deal. They celebrated every time he lost 10 pounds instead of waiting for one big 10-pound that he may or may, one big 80-pound weight loss that he may or may not achieve. You understand? What if you never reach 80 pounds? But if you lose 60 and we celebrated 6 times, you know how encouraging that is? Don't forget to celebrate your small accomplishments. You may think they're small, but they make a big deal. They compound to create the awesome you want to be. Let me see if I could jump around because I have so many. I might have to do just another regular video on my channel because I have so many. Surround yourself with positive people if you want to practice better self-love. And then I'm going to do one more because I had like 12. I had 12. You have to surround yourself with positive people. If there's people that they have quips, naysayers, they don't believe in you. They are pushing you into a lifestyle you're trying to leave. If they're not elevating with you, if you are around people that curse and smoke and drink and eat heavily and carry themselves uncouth, you really want to think about who you're hanging with, who you want to be with, and who you want to be. Because birds of a feather, they what? They flock together. So if you got loudmouth bird friends, what does that make you? Find people who you want to be with, be like, and admire. And surround yourself with those kind of people. Or if it's hard to separate yourself from these people, they could even be your family, your household members. Do your best to not interact with them that much. People who are doing, I've never seen anybody doing better than you hate on anyone. It's always the people that are lower than you that have the most to say. People higher than you, they encourage, they pull you up. People who you're doing better than, they bring you down. Keep that in mind. Always consider the source. Colleen, what are you doing? You going back to school again? Again? You'll never finish that degree, girl. Just give it up. The source. Think about the source. Are they doing better than you? Ignore it. Ignore it. If they're not doing better than you, if they're not somebody you can look up to, leave them alone. Okay? And lastly, Invest in yourself. To practice self-love, I want you to invest in yourself. Invest time, resources in developing your skills, your interests, and goals. I want you to pursue activities and experiences that bring you a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Um, to all my members, this is you investing in yourself. This is you taking the time to invest in something that will elevate you. I pray you find good, wholesome, life-changing, worthy content from this membership because you don't have to be here. You can get this content for free. But I'm praying that from me and my delivery and my compassion for you, because I've been there, that you genuinely benefit from this content because I do focus on the mindset aspect of weight loss. Because to me, it is everything. It beats diet, it beats exercise. Your mindset will get you far. And it's important to know that the mindset is the changer in your life. You can do all things through belief. Invest in everything that develops you. So if it's a skill, if you want to learn a new exercise or a class, I would love. I know I talk about the Lord and stuff, but honestly, I would love to try a pole dancing class. So listen, we're all girls here, okay? I would love to try a pole dancing class. I find pole dancing to be so sensual, so in touch with the body, and they're damn near gymnasts, if you ask me. Okay. If you really take the time to watch someone pole dancing, their arms, their legs are holding them up on a vertical pole. Like, what do they do that at? Where, huh? What? That's amazing. They're sensual and feminine. I would love to do that. So, um, invest in things that will elevate you. Find things that move you closer to your goals. So in the spring is a wonderful time to join a runner's club, join a rowing club. Find things that will get your mind off food, like knitting or sewing, things that are practical. If you have been thinking about starting the YouTube channel, get your equipment together and start the YouTube channel. All you have to do is start. Heck, all you need is a phone. Nowadays, the camera is so wonderful. You don't need a whole bunch of this and that. Just turn on the camera, point your face at the window, and start. You can do all things. You can do all things. All you have to do is have a little bit of self belief, a dash of confidence, and a whole bunch of self love to get you from A all the way to Z. And I just want you to know that it is possible, it is doable from weight loss to femininity to the degree to the house to the car. You can do it. It just takes that ounce of self love to just begin the process. And the fact that you're here, you joined the Facebook alternate day fasting group, you've watched my videos, you've researched other medical professionals, you're doing great. You're lapping everybody on the couch. I'll tell you that right now. Okay? Um, remember, loving yourself is a lifelong journey. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. It's not, there's no destination. There's no, okay, here it goes. I've reached. It's not like that. Just like healing, there's no end. And it takes time to practice and develop a positive relationship with yourself. It takes time. Don't rush the process because it's going to be an everlasting process. You be patient, be kind, and compassionate with yourself, and always strive to treat yourself with respect and care. All right? I want to wish you the most wonderful Valentine's Day. Even if you don't celebrate commercial holidays, I think the concept of Valentine's Day is just love, 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 love. Self love conquers all. Because when we feed ourselves that love, we're able to exude it to others. All right. And on that note, I'm going to let you guys go. I will see you next week for our Tuesday live sessions. And you're very welcome. Tomorrow, next week, we'll do the foundations video. All right. Thank you all so much for being a part of this live, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.